Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Hope you're all not getting blown away with all this weather. Just be careful out on the roads as you get out. Let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and hard-working crew up there in Southport. Tomorrow we'll be delivering toys, Christmas toys to 3 or 4 of our elementary schools. We're all excited about that, thanks to a lot of y'all who donated those toys. The high today is going to be 66, but tonight they're saying it's going to get down to 42 degrees. So get ready to get our fireplace going. Water temperature at the end of the pier, 68 degrees. Let's take a look at our river readings brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. The Apalachicola Bluntstown this morning is reading a 5.8, and you know where it's going. And the Choctaw Carabelle is a 3.8, and you know where it's going. Both of them, boom. And it's been some good rain coming in, and it's going to be reflected in the water, rising up, and it's going to be really some good fishing once you get up there, up in those sloughs and all, and the feeder creeks. It's going to be nice. Weekend. It's going to be a little chilly, but today it might be a little windy. In fact, it's going to be blowing about 12 out of the northwest. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at high tide this morning was at 12:34. Pretty decent tide today. It's going to be low at 10:47 this morning, but that wind is going to be coming in really strong. So you're going to have to, if you're fishing, you're going to have to get in some protected area and just sort of move around there. But if you've got a small boat, don't get out in the wind. All right, let's take a break. I have a special guest here today. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, and welcome to our guest this morning, Jacob Payne, a senior at Mosley High School, the Outdoor Education Student of the Month. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
We're glad to have you. Our Girl Student of the Month didn't make it. We won't go into detail, but she's not here. So I told Jacob we're going to have to do the whole show. So I hope he's good at talking because he sent some pictures last night that are really good. We have enough stuff to show you. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior at Mosley. I play baseball there. I'm an outdoorsman. I mean, I go fishing all the time, hunt all the time. Just like the outdoors.
Yeah, and good. He's a good baseball player. Real well. What are you going to do next year?
I signed with Gulf Coast. I'm going to attend Gulf Coast and play ball.
And what position you play?
I'm a catcher.
You always been a catcher?
Yes, sir.
That's tough, isn't it, at times?
I mean, yeah. You gotta be tough back there, though.
Do you get to throw a lot of people out a second?
Oh, yeah.
They test your arm?
Oh, yeah.
I'm an old baseball guy, so I always ask my catchers that. Do you test that arm? We're going to get to baseball. I'll tell you what. Okay, tell us about your parents and your family and all.
My dad's Tony Payne. My mom is Lisa Payne. And I have a little brother named Carter.
Okay. Your dad out of town traveling, but he's going to watch you on YouTube.
Yes, sir, he will.
All right, good deal. Good deal. And he played ball at Rutherford.
Yes, sir, he was a left-handed pitcher at Rutherford.
Left-handed pitcher, good pitcher. See, I know all these things. Okay, so we got a couple of segments, and since we have a lot of time, we're going to start off with baseball, some of the things you did in baseball, because y'all were state champs.
Yes, sir. Not last year, but my sophomore year.
Sophomore year, state champions. That's pretty strong.
Yes, sir.
Was that exciting?
Oh, yeah, it was exciting, especially being a sophomore and all, getting started on the state championship team.
You started on a state championship team?
Yes, sir.
Pretty strong, Jacob. All right, let's start off with these pictures last night. So here we go. So you're right-handed batter. Okay. That's good form there. Who y'all playing?
We were playing Swanee. That was actually last year. We were playing Swanee.
Okay. That's a good picture there. I got the baseball in front of you. Is that you right there?
Yes, sir. That's me behind the dish. We were playing Bartram Trail in the Jumbo Shrimp Stadium in Jacksonville.
Oh, and they had a good team, didn't they?
They did. They were a good team. We ended up beating them, I think 7-3.
Yeah. I remember reading about that game. All right, then. All right, who are these guys?
That's Hudson Rowan on the left, on the very far left, Trevor Allen on my right, and then Trent Nelson on my left. Trent and Trevor both went off to play college ball. Me and Hud are also going off to play college ball after this year.
That's good. That's cool. That's a great picture you have.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know some of those boys' families. They're good boys, too. And what are you doing here?
I was coming up there to talk to HUD, just trying to get him to calm down, have some fun out there.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, he's very competitive, man. He's just an energizer. He has so much energy on the mound. He pitches with energy. He has so much intent on there.
Where were y'all then?
We were actually still at the Bartram Trail game.
Okay. And then let's see, moving on to, I think I showed that one. Let me see. I'm trying to copy these. Okay, that's a little. Who do y'all play here?
We were playing Pike Liberal Art School up there in Troy. We were playing actually at the Troy Stadium.
Oh, cool. That was a good stadium. And something about those schools right there, they can recruit some good players, can't they?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's a baseball area too, so that was a good game, I bet. Okay. What about this one here?
We were. That was at Troy. We're having a rough inning that first inning, but the pitcher, he come back in and settled back in and got us out the inning.
All right.
That was actually against Arnold last year. At Arnold.
Okay. You don't let the balls get past you, do you?
No, I try not to. Every once in a while one gets by, but I try to keep them all in front.
That's a good picture there. That's some good action shots you sent. Very, very good. Okay, now we'll get into some fishing pictures next segment. So we're talking about baseball right now. What an all-American game of baseball. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing ever since I was 5 years old.
That's funny. You know, all these years I've done baseball and outdoor ed. Most baseball players love the outdoors. I've seen that over and over again. They love to fish and all. So when did you start going fishing?
Ever since I was able to walk.
Finishing up on baseball, what was your biggest challenge? Hitting the ball or throwing a guy out of second, or what's been your biggest challenge ever in baseball?
Really and truly, like getting to the high school level. When I got called up as a sophomore, the mental part of it.
Okay.
Decided to just go out there, you strike out, forget about that bat, and go back to the next one.
Yeah,
that's the same thing on defense.
Yeah.
If you make an error, forget about it, go right back at it and get the next play.
That's a great attitude right there, because you stop and think, if a guy's batting 300, that's really good in pros. That means at 10 times at bat, he only got 3 hits.
Yeah.
So he failed 7 times. And I've always talked about that. But those 7 times, you put that behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you come up, you're gonna hit the ball.
Yes, sir.
Well, what position did you? What in the lineup? What number were you?
It just varied. Beginning of the year, I didn't start right away off the beginning of the year. I think I didn't play like the first 5 or 6 games.
Uh-huh.
I was a pinch hitter. They pinch hit me in certain situations just to see if my bat would work. They pinch hit me in the Niceville game when we played Niceville at Niceville, and I had a double off the wall. Ever since then, I started from then on.
Well, when you hit one on the wall, that does it.
Yes, sir. Going into the last part of the season, we played a doubleheader at Pike Liberal up there in Troy, and I hit fifth. I hit fifth that game, and I hit in the 5-6 hole.
That's good.
Around, and then the Final Four game, I think I hit in the 6 hole, and then, if I'm not mistaken, in the state championship game, I hit like 9 hole.
Oh, cool. All right, we're going to take a break. Come out and look at some of these big fish that he's caught. Be right back. Okay, welcome back. Saying we're an outdoor education student of the month, Jacob Payne from Mosley High School. We're proud to have him. We're talking about his baseball prowess. Now we're getting into his fishing, and this is really interesting because you can talk to someone and real quick know if they know what they're talking about. You know if you're an outdoorsman. Some people try to impress you with what they know, but when you ask them questions and all, they don't know the answer. But this guy here, I already tell you, he knows what he's talking about. So we're going to look at these pictures. The first one, fishing. Show this one right here. Jacob, tell us about it.
Me and Blake, my buddy, my fishing partner, we fished the Florida Bass Nation Trail, which is a competitive high school trail. They have a high school and a middle school division. We were fishing in the high school division, and that's over there in Palatka, Florida, on the St. Johns River. We were fishing a 5-fish tournament over there. Okay,
and we've talked about this Bass Trail before. We covered the Lake Talquin, the Quincy Bass Masters in Liberty County, and all kinds of high school teams. Well, he and tell us about your fishing partner.
Blake he was a senior last year. He graduated from Mosley, played baseball with me. We both were on the state team. We both played together. He's at Gulf Coast now playing. I'm gonna be there next year. Me and him both equal fishermen, both good. We know what we're doing.
Well, he was a student of the month last year.
Yes, sir. He was on the show earlier.
So it's fun fishing with someone that knows how to fish. So y'all, one thing about fishing in St. John's is a challenge.
Yes, sir.
You really, I mean, it's a river system. So tell us what your challenges were.
The tidal part of it affects everything. I mean, it affects the fish when they bite, if they don't, how they move.
Yeah.
It just depends. I mean, some fish could roll up there in a spawning, or not a spawning spot, but a staging spot, and then the tide switches and they'll just leave. It's just how the fish are over there.
And how much y'all depend on electronics?
It just depends on the time of year over there. Sometimes of the year you have to have them. Sometimes of the year you don't have to.
Okay. Okay? Check out this picture here. What we got here?
That was me and Blake fishing in a local tournament at the river. We ended up having right at 16 pounds.
That is 5 nice bass right there.
We actually caught a bunch down there about that size. I had one come off right at the boat 5 minutes before we had to go in, and I fished every bit of 6 pounds. I mean, it just
what was it
come
lunker?
off.
How much was it?
It was right at like 3 3/4.
That's a nice looking fish. What about what time of year was this?
This was this summer. This past summer.
Oh, cool. Okay. Tell us about this one.
That was me and my dad's old boat. He had an old Comanche with a 200 on the back of it. He took me to the river and let me drive a little bit when I was little.
It looks like y'all around Wimico. Y'all on the river?
It was somewhere up there. I think it was somewhere up there.
Oh.
When the river was real high.
That's how you learn to drive, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Okay. This one?
That was this past summer in the state championship. We actually fished for Liberty County team because Panama City doesn't have one, so we had to fish for Liberty Counties. And that was during the state championship. We ended up qualifying through the state championship to make it to the nationals this past year.
You know, I've had the Liberty County folks on the show before. They have and the Lake Talcott folks. They have a love for fishing, don't they?
Oh yeah.
And that's just it's something in the water over there.
Yes, sir. They welcomed us with open arms, talked to us.
Let's stop talking about that a second. You know, here we are in Bay County, Jackson County, all these up. We don't have a team, but here's Liberty County. Somehow, you know, they tell us on the school they can't let us have bass. You know, they can't let us have bass teams, but Liberty County has one, and Lake Talcott and Quincy Bass Masters. But I appreciate those folks over there, like you just said, welcome you with open arms. Y'all come fish with us.
Yes, sir.
I love that. Oh, okay. So, all right. Let's see. Let me see. What we got next? Tell us about this one.
That was in Okeechobee last year. We were going out there pre-fishing, trying to find some fish.
Well, listen, again, talk about Okeechobee, what they call the Big O. That is another challenge, isn't it?
It's a big lake, man. I mean, you never know. To swing at a rod, it could be anything. You never know how big it could be.
I've talked to a lot of different folks that's fished it, and different. Where did y'all fish? What location were y'all?
We stayed on the east side of the lake.
On the east side. Mm-hmm. Okay. It is so big, and you have got to stay like in one area.
Yes, sir.
But then when the wind comes in out of the west, you're going to be in trouble. You got to move around.
Yes, sir. It can change the whole thing, blow everything around, dirty the water up. It just depends.
You have to be flexible. How much was this particular fish?
It was about 4 pounds. Right. It was right. Hit it right at the boat. Actually, I mean, Blake was standing next to me. We were pre-fishing. My dad was fishing on the back, and Blake saw it. I mean, he hit it right at my feet. I don't know how I caught the fish.
He saw it before it hit?
Oh yeah, he saw the fish come up there and open his mouth and swipe at the bait.
That is so cool. Okay, I got another one here. Let's see. Tell us about this one.
We actually, that particular tournament, we had a game at Swanee, baseball game, and we left Swanee and drove to Tallahassee with the boat and stayed there instead of going all the way home because it was late that night.
Yeah.
We stayed at the boat, or parked the boat and stuff at the hotel and stayed at the hotel, and we only got like a couple hours sleep, and we ended up going out there. We didn't get to pre-fish. We pretty much knew what the fish were doing because at the same time of year as the same time of year since last year. We had the same tournament, like the same dates.
Yeah.
We pretty much knew what the fish were doing, had a pretty good idea, went out there and did what we were supposed to do, what we thought we would do to catch 5 fish. We ended up catching the right 5 to get us in the top, to get us qualified.
What location of water?
Lake Seminole.
In Seminole, so y'all were had the baseball game, then you come back. It don't get any better than that, folks. If you're in high school, go play a baseball game, then go fishing right after that.
Oh yeah.
It just don't get better than that for an outdoor person. Okay, one, two more. How about this one?
That's actually on Lake Hartwell up there. We got qualified for the Nationals, and we were pre-fishing up there this summer. I actually missed the first 3 days of school because of it.
Well, I hope that they excused you, right, from missing school.
Oh yeah, I called up front office and told them.
It's automatic. If you're in Panhandle and you miss school, just tell them you go fishing and they'll excuse it.
Oh yeah.
Not always, but around here they will. That's cool. Now, this was Nationals. Y'all pre-fishing for it?
Yes, sir. We were pre-fishing up there. We didn't get to go, so you had a certain time date that you could pre-fish like a month before the tournament. And we didn't get to go. It just didn't work out. We had baseball and all that. It didn't work out. Okay. So we went up there you had like 3 days or whatever before to pre-fish for the tournament. And I mean, I had a fun time. It was a blast. Mm-hmm. It was a challenging lake, but I like to go around and get to fish on the new lakes, get to learn new things and all that.
That's cool. We're going to take a final break and come back with Jacob. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with our Outdoor Education Student of the Month, Jacob Payne. Let's take a look first at our fishing game time brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. All kind of Christmas presents you can get walking through that store. You get all these Santa Claus you need. Take a look at our times today. 4:12 to 6:12 this morning, and this evening 4:33 to 6:33. Now I want to go ahead and present you for getting up early. Of course, you're used to getting up early, but this is Academy Sports. It's a $25 gift card. They want to present to our outdoor ed students of the month all year round. So there's your card.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I bet you're probably going to go into the fishing department with that.
Oh yeah.
With that one. Okay, look, let's, you're talking about fishing Lake Hartwell up there in South Carolina. Let's tell us about that lake real quick.
You just got to have thick skin, man. That place is hard to fish. That time of year is a tough time of year up there. Most people say most people say up there, the good time of the year for that lake is the pre-spawn time. Winter just gets the fish get real fiery up there. They get schooling, and they have more fun up there.
Yeah. Okay, I love talking to a young man who knows just much about fishing. All right, we got a couple more pictures real quick we want to get through. Okay, what about this one?
That was my sophomore year. Me and Blake, we fished for Liberty County.
Okay, I think that's it right there. That's it. So is that all of them there? I think it is. Okay, now let's talk real quick about, here we are, senior in high school. You're going to graduate, right? Your grade's good enough to graduate?
Oh yeah, I'm graduating.
Always kid, I know you are. What do you want? What's been some of your memories out of school all these years?
I've always been a baseball guy, so school was school. I mean, I like school, but I don't like school. I just like to play ball.
I know where you're coming from.
And I mean, my biggest memory was me and my buddies out there playing ball, having fun. Yeah. Now realizing I got this last year before I go off to college. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna make the most of it, have much fun, go out there and play ball.
We'll certainly be keeping up with you and wanting to see. We'll try to talk to you later on before you graduate. Now, what do you want to go into later on when you become a career?
I really don't know yet. I know what I'm going to go to Gulf Coast. I'm going to study business. I want to get a degree in business. That's
a good background right there because you do so many different things. Right now in outdoor education, Coach Stanford, you keeping y'all pretty busy? What's going on?
Yes, sir. We're tying knots. We tied knots yesterday. Today, we're actually presenting our midterm projects. Okay. You got to do your outdoor ed project. You got to build something out of wood and outdoor stuff.
Have you done your project?
I have.
What'd you build?
Me and Coach Stanford, he helped me on it. We actually built a pitching platform for the baseball team.
What a great idea. What a great idea. What are some of your buddies and friends doing? What are they making?
I know a few of my friends, they're making like toolboxes out of wood and putting a metal lid on it and all that. Okay. Going to put paint outdoor ed on it.
Oh, cool. I need to get up there and look at those. That's going to be exciting. And I know one of the big things y'all have coming up, of course, is your baseball season. But you're halfway through your senior year, just about it.
Yeah.
You're halfway.
Yeah. So. Don't blink.
It's funny. I'm impressed with your knowledge of the outdoors. We just don't get many 17, 18-year-old teenagers that know this much about the outdoors. So you tell Coach Stanford he picked a good one when he picked you.
Yes, sir.
Now, so far, have y'all done your archery and all that now?
Yes, sir. We did archery about About 3 weeks ago, we just finished up on the fishing part of teaching how to cast flies and cast baits and all that.
You should be pretty good on the casting.
Oh yeah.
You've had a little more practice than most of them.
That's Coach. I told Coach Taylor we need to put some brim out there in that pond. We'll go fly fishing.
We need to do that. That would be fun. Second semester, what are you looking forward to your last semester other than baseball?
Just enjoying it, man. I mean, just having a fun time.
Yeah.
Do my stuff, my schoolwork, get to my classes.
Yeah.
Just have fun.
You'll be making some great memories and all that. I'm very proud of you and the outdoor ed program and all the things y'all are doing. So, I'm gonna get up there pretty soon and check out y'all's projects and maybe give y'all a little talk or something. But meanwhile, keep studying and make good grades.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you gonna give a shout out to anybody?
I just want to say shout out to my parents, my brother, my grandparents watching. One of my dad's buddies, Kevin Falls, watching.
Is he the one who gives you good advice?
Yes, sir. He's the one that I was telling Coach Chester that Kevin Falls gives me good advice about baseball and all in life.
Yeah.
I've talked to him a few times about stuff.
We're talking about being mentors to young people, and I don't know this guy that he's talking about, but I feel like I know him when he started talking about him, and those are the kind of people that can help us out.
Mm-hmm.
So thank all of y'all for doing that. Don't be late for school. Or you eat lunch, or you take your lunch. How do you do it?
It just depends on the day. Sometimes we get to leave for lunch at Mosley since we're seniors, so I just go home and eat lunch.
Okay, all right. Thank you, buddy. Good job.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good job. And you don't have to buy me anything with that. You buy yourself something. Thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We appreciate the viewership. We appreciate our young people doing things like this. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.